This video is brought to you by Landerize.com. Create highly optimized landing pages in minutes. Get your 14-day free trial in the description below this video.
Next, let's talk about working with sources and targets. So your source data allows advertisers to measure their campaign performance on a broader level than target data. So every source is composed of multiple targets. Some sources have just one, others have millions. And to track a campaign by the source, you have to use the source token. So the Sources tab shows data for all the targets that fall under that source, and it's available in the campaign details. So we're going to have to talk about a few things. So this is just going to be a brief table of contents breaking down everything we're going to cover in this video. So we're going to talk about pausing your sources or targets, custom bids per source or target, modifying the bid, setting a custom bid on sources in bulk, filtering targets by the source, tracking for volume users, source or target budget capping for pop and domain traffic, and then source budget capping for push traffic. Next thing we're going to talk about is pausing sources or targets. So pausing a given source excludes all targets that fall under that source from a given campaign. So pausing a single target stops only that target. The paused targets will appear with the excluded status. Now next, let's talk about custom bids per source or target. So the key point of any optimization is rearranging your money flow from non-profitable to profitable placements. So you can set a custom bid for any source or target in your campaign. Now, setting a custom bid on a given source or target will allow you to receive more traffic from the source or target if you raise the bid. It'll lower the price of traffic from the source or target if you lower the bid. So if you have those options available, now at the source level, you can optimize if you have a great ROI on traffic from a given source. Now you can increase your bid to get more traffic. If your ROI on traffic from a given source is marginally negative, then you can lower the bid to pay less. And then if a given placement does not perform at all, then you just pause it. So now let's look into modifying the bid. In order to set a custom value for the bid, you're going to have to perform the following steps. First, you're going to need to go to the Target and Sources tab. Then you're going to need to click the Auto button in your bid column. The cell is going to switch to editing mode. Then you're going to provide a custom bid for your target. Now, if you do a target, it's going to override both the source and the campaign bids. If you do a source, then it's just going to override the default campaign bid, but all of the other source rates will remain the same. Now, setting a custom bid on sources in bulk. So you can also change your custom bids using a bulk action. Now, you also want to keep in mind that custom bids that you make at the target level will take precedence over your source bids. So as a result, your custom sources bid never override your custom target bids. All right, so to do this, first you're going to need to use search by sources option. And then now you're going to provide the names of sources, and you're going to add one source per line. Third, when your search results are displayed, you're going to click the Bulk Actions menu and select the Edit Bid. Next, you're going to provide a bid value and click the Save button. All right, so now let's talk about filtering targets by the source. So you can check the targets which belong to the particular source by clicking the Targets button. It will take you to the list of targets with their statistics within your campaign. All right, so tracking for volume users. So all volume accounts registered after May 6, 2016 will have sources automatically tracked in a predefined variable. So this means there is no need to add extra parameters. So if your volume account was registered before May 26th of 2016, then you're going to have to manually add an extra parameter to track the source, either as a variable in volume or in your destination URL. So this feature allows you to set daily caps for spends on different types of campaigns, and there are some small differences in a way a feature like this works in different campaign types. Alright, so your source or target budget capping for pop and domain traffic. Alright, so your source target daily budget allows you to set a maximum daily spend cap on each source or target your campaign receives traffic from. So setting this up means that your campaigns will be able to run without the need for constant monitoring or without the worry of sources or targets spending too much. So the source or target daily budget feature works best for high volume run on the network campaigns where you need quick optimization. You can also use it to prevent any anomalies affecting your campaign, such as spikes in traffic volume. So the minimum daily source budget cap is at $20 and a minimum daily target budget cap is at $1. So to turn the source daily budget feature on, just follow these simple steps. So in Zeropark, we're going to have to go to campaign view. We're going to go to sources and targets daily budget section. And then in the custom option for targets and sources, we're going to enter the source budget in the field. And that's just under your campaign bid, and it can be adjusted at any time. So once the source in the campaign spends up to this cap, it will stop spending and enter a state called source target over budget. So this allows you to review the source and decide whether it should be paused or not. If you don't take any action, then the source will start to spend again the next day. Alright, so your source to budget capping for push traffic. Alright, so the source budget capping feature for push ads works similarly to its counterpart for pop and domain traffic. However, due to push ads nature, which is a click that can occur hours after an ad gets served as a delayed click, the source budget for push should be treated as an estimate, as it may differ from the actual spend. So to set your source budget for push ads campaigns, simply enter your desired value in the source's daily budget text field when creating or editing a campaign, and the minimum daily budget for your source is $20. So to adjust your source budget, once your campaign is running, go to the campaign report screen and provide the cap value there. Alright, so you can remove the budget cap for individual sources if you don't want to limit spending on them. All you have to do is click the red icon, and once the budget cap is taken off, the icon becomes a check mark.